You've got patients asking you, "What should I eat?" So what do you tell them? And how important is your answer? Consider this. In 2009, Harvard University conducted a landmark study into the leading causes of premature death in the United States. This study revealed that many causes of premature death were in fact diet-related diseases. Now, when non-diet related deaths were removed from the list and the studies that were used to build the data were carefully reviewed and confirmed, and the numbers retotaled, it was found that consuming the wrong diet was responsible for up to twice as many deaths as smoking and sedentary lifestyle combined. Can you imagine? In only a few decades, food has gone from being the very source of life and sustenance to the leading cause of death and disease. The good news here is that we now know that eating the right diet can reverse or prevent 10 of the 12 leading causes of premature death. But this now lands a heavy burden on every healthcare provider. We must provide therapeutic diets for all of our patients in order to practice responsible medicine. And surprisingly, there is a lot of misunderstanding about what a so-called wrong diet really means. Contrary to what you might think, it does not mean just avoiding food that nearly everyone knows to be unhealthy. Don't eat junk food is common knowledge, not professional advice. This nutrition dynamic goes much deeper, and it even calls us to rethink what we know about healthy organic foods too. In fact, organic foods are often more harmful than the same foods raised by inferior commercial production farms. As ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. I'm not saying that organic food should be avoided. On the contrary, organic foods should be utilized as often as possible. But eating the wrong organic foods can be very problematic. Allow me to illustrate why. Here is a list of foods that have been proven in clinical studies to be beneficial in preventing and reversing osteoarthritis. Now here is the same list of foods relative to hypothyroidism. As you can see, the exact same foods that can prevent or reverse osteoarthritis can actually cause or worsen hypothyroidism. Now, if those foods are organic, they will contain even more of the phytochemicals and micronutrients that not only work against osteoarthritis, but also cause or exacerbate hypothyroidism. In other words, organic foods are more powerful than their nutrient-deficient production farm relatives, and they are more powerful at both healing and causing disease. Let's look at another example. Here are the foods that have been proven to be beneficial for hypothyroidism. Let's compare them to the foods that are contraindicated for kidney stones regardless of stone composition. Again, here we see that the foods that are good for one problem are bad for another. But wait, we're just getting warmed up. Here is a list of foods that can shorten the duration of influenza. However, the exact same foods will most certainly prolong and worsen a yeast infection. The point I'm trying to make here is that foods themselves are just as problematic as the heavy metals, chemical contaminants, and the man-made toxins that they may contain.